Are we going? Does this count as us
this
going?
counts, yeah.
Right, well, we're introing it. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
welcome back to the Gradient Show, guys.
Welcome back to the Blue Podcast Network. This is the Gradient Show without Henry, so it's even better.
Yeah, no more stupid, controversial opinions.
Just lack of
Love you,
prep time
Henry.
from me.
Yeah, quite right. You'll also you have to bear with if you see my if I see change my feet. I'm wearing old socks. We'll deal with it.
Oh well. This is a Rue podcast.
This is. I've been working on this one for some time. So what we've been doing in the last, just every single Gradient show, is we've been talking about comic book films.
Yeah.
And as much as I do love talking about those, I kind of want to branch out a little bit because both you and Henry know that my field is film.
Yes.
And I'd like to, discuss a little bit more as to show people what it is I actually like outside of comic book films,
Mhm.
which would then contextualise my opinions within comic book films.
Sounds fair.
So we're just throwing stuff out there. The discussions it's not going to be hugely structured.
No.
We're just throwing some stuff out there.
Typical Gradient Show stuff, really, isn't it?
Yeah, literally. I mean, I'm not even going to bother asking what your favourite film is.
I don't know what it is.
I've got 20 that I could choose from. It depends on the mood I'm in. At this exact moment in time, just the way things are going in my life, Good Will Hunting.
Does it make you feel good?
Yeah, it's just, dude, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe that would probably be my answer. But yeah, so I think the best way to structure / not structure this would be talk about genres.
Yes.
So we're gonna just delve into. I'll give you a very quick backstory because obviously genre is something that a lot of people have very different stances, views, and opinions on. And for me, a genre, it stems from classic Shakespeare. There's two genres: it's comedy and it's tragedy.
Okay.
And that basically represents the ending of the film. If it ends well, if it ends bad. Genres nowadays, obviously, they branch out loads, and you can have a tragedy that is a horror film and a comedy that's a horror film.
Yes.
I'm not saying comedy as in funny. I'm saying comedy as in just in that specific term means happy ending.
Yeah.
So you can have a horror film that does both. So it branches out from that, and I think I mentioned horror films. Might as well start with that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's one of the most accessible genres.
So I've got one which is both a horror comedy.
Yeah. So I've written down here. I've got a little list of some genres, an explanation, and then I've got some hybrid genres. Can you try and find a horror film that probably leans mostly towards horror?
That I like?
Yeah. Let's a note.
Or scared me shitless?
I think we'll go with. I think they're one and the same, really, aren't they?
Yeah.
Go on.
So, just to pre-tech this is just I don't watch horror movies.
Neither do I.
I don't.
Why did I choose this to start?
I know, but I don't feel the need to. So I'm currently watching The Watcher on. Is it on? I think it's on Netflix with Ella, and we've got 2 episodes left. And last night, so it's really good. Real brain teaser with horror elements.
Like psychological horror.
And there's it's just the suspense.
Yeah.
And it was quite late last night, and I knew I had to go to bed early because I had this today. And the final scene in this third last episode is just a complete
Oh god, yeah, fuck that. Honestly.
And then I'm like, okay, can we just watch the next 2 episodes? I just need to watch the next 2 episodes.
Get it done,
and then I'll be happy.
Move on, yeah.
But it was too late at night, so I just had to scroll through TikTok to try and get better. But in terms of horror that did scare me, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Couldn't
I didn't
sleep.
expect that. I did not expect that from you. I was expecting something a little bit more mainstream.
No, Nightmare on Elm
modern
Street.
mainstream.
That's just
Yeah.
terrifying.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
I've got 2. And the reason I'm bringing up both of these, so The Shining.
Yeah.
It's the GOAT.
Yeah, it's the best.
It's one of the best films ever made. I think it's incredible. And my second one, which I think is probably a little bit more modern horror, it's an Australian film. It's called The Babadook.
Oh, yeah. That's terrifying.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so
It's well
good.
written, isn't it?
Yeah,
Very well
but it's
written.
so underrated. Its reviews are actually surprisingly low for how I would rate it.
No, so because I don't really watch horror movies because I don't see the point. I still find the lore and
Yeah.
kind of like the storytelling
I bet
really
you love
interesting.
the Conjuring universe because it's got like a lot of,
Yeah.
I'm with you on that one. The films aren't great.
But there's a guy. It's like there's a guy who basically like tells you the whole story. With like scenes from the show and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So actually, I've watched and I kind of analyzes it. So I've watched in quotation marks a lot of horror movies.
I get it.
But never actually watched them. So I know exactly
You're
everything that's happened.
aware of the lore, the plot, and the.
I know everything that's happened in it.
story.
I could probably understand the movie more than someone who's watched it 5 years ago, for example.
Yeah. But then you can't. That's one of those things. Like it's very difficult to say. You've been filled up with the spoilers of the film, but you can't judge the film on its appearance and the way that it's made.
No.
I think that's what it's all about. I mean, I can't really like if I know what happens in a film, I'm not going to say that I've seen it.
Yeah.
You know. That's not a have, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But so that's horror. Like we'll just brush and flick through. Just want people to know what we like. Next, I'm going to go sci-fi.
The one you put is probably the one I put.
I mean, yeah, Interstellar for me. It's just like it is just the quintessential sci-fi film. Okay, I think that some people watching this would go, "Why haven't you said 2001?" Just because for me, I think Interstellar is just Hans Zimmer.
Space Odyssey is good.
The performances, minus the last half an hour with the black hole stuff. Like everything is like so scientifically on it. It's just so good.
Yeah.
So good. I love it. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure we.
Yeah, Interstellar was. It's just one of those movies. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, yeah, it's just. I mean, yeah. I don't know what else to say about
There's nothing else to say.
I'd be surprised if the people watching this haven't seen it.
Yeah.
And therefore don't understand that in terms of a sci-fi movie doesn't get topped.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a hard film to watch by any means, but it is long.
Yes. But I do feel like it's a movie where you're engaged the whole time.
100%. There's the music, if anything. Like that's what does it. Like.
And the visuals, it's just it is done very well. It's done very, very well.
Right, next we're jumping onto a hybrid genre, which is like a sci-fi horror.
Oh, we skipping over.
No, we're
okay.
Just yeah.
Hybrid sci-fi horror.
So it's basically it's a subgenre, wherein I mean, it speaks for itself, doesn't it? Like it's a horror film and a sci-fi film. It could class them both. So I'm saying Alien.
Yeah.
For this, you could easily have said Alien for either sci-fi or horror, but because it makes sense, there's so many complex stories that.
Would you say Gravity's a thriller?
I'd say Gravity is a shit film.
It's a shit film. No. I'm using it to base my. Because I didn't want to say my answer.
No, I would say.
Because I wouldn't. Just for context, I've used Gravity as a similarity to a different film to base my answer.
The frame of reference. No, I would
say.
I wouldn't say it's
horror. You wouldn't say it's horror sci-fi.
No, I'd just say it's sci-fi.
Okay.
It has elements of a horror film.
Yeah.
It has elements of a drama, elements of an action film. Like, but I wouldn't say that it's I wouldn't say it's sci-fi
Predator.
horror. Yeah.
Predator. It's a Predator.
Yeah. I think the way that I'm justifying these like hybrids is that they both have enough. Like the films have enough of both genres to be like 50-50, whereas Gravity has maybe 5% of horror and 95 sci-fi. So you couldn't say it's a hybrid.
Yeah, no, I get that. That wasn't going to be my choice.
I know.
Yeah.
I just hope so.
There's also the what's the one when they go next to that sun and they all get possessed slowly?
Hey?
It's a really good one. I've forgotten the name
Sunshine?
of it. No, it's like they go into like you know what? Let's move on because this is going to be really shit podcasting.
Very good.
Yeah.
So we'll move on to romance.
Romance.
Yeah.
One I watched relatively recently, which I enjoyed, was Anyone But You.
Oh. Yeah.
It's good.
I
I can understand why you don't like it. It's shit.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
It is
fine.
shit.
Yeah, but it's good.
But in terms of enjoying watching it,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah. I agree. I think that's fair. I watched it and I was like, hey, this is. I'm not wasting my life watching this. But I was like, oh yeah, this is not great. But again, yeah, it was entertaining.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of some good romance.
I think we both think.
What
this.
about is it the engagement with Ryan Reynolds?
The proposal?
The proposal.
The engagement.
The proposal
Yeah.
was good.
Yeah, that's a good film. Yeah,
Such a
that's
good
fair.
film. I watched that recently as well.
Yeah, for me, About Time.
Yeah, I mean that's a classic, isn't it?
It is a classic. It's a little bit basic, but it's not quite as basic as.
That's what I'm trying to think of. Some ones that aren't that basic. It's
Yeah.
quite difficult with romance films because they are just.
Good romance films are everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of the most accessible.
What's the
genres.
Christmas one? It was like the full.
Love Actually.
Well, actually, that one.
That's a bang.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Right. Then we've got comedies.
So I'm gonna say because I never actually said.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, fuck you. So difficult. I'm going to go with just because I watched it, I do like The Proposal.
Yeah, that's valid. That's valid. I
Yeah.
don't like. This is the thing. Is like this list. None of these things in this list, except for Gravity, am I going to get annoyed at?
Yeah. I think I've watched probably The Proposal the most.
Yeah. I'm About Time.
Yeah.
I've seen About Time the most.
I think I've only seen that once.
It's fucking nice. It's quite. It's not. Again. It's not like it's a hard watch. It's just like it can get like, oh, this is heavy.
Yeah.
Especially for a romance. Like it's very much on
It's
the
not
border.
necessarily the happiest movie.
It's not. But it's still. It's bittersweet.
Oh no. No. What's the Christmas one? With they move house. Oh my god. The two women move house. It's Cameron Diaz and
Oh yeah, The Holiday.
Kate Winslet. The Holiday. That's The Holiday. Sorry, no, The Holiday.
That's so
The
good.
Holiday.
Yeah,
That's the best romance.
good choice, mate.
The Holiday.
Good fucking
Yeah,
choice.
yeah.
Good choice.
No, I've backtracked. The Holiday's so good.
Okay, right. We're going now to comedies.
Yeah.
Which,
So let's do honorable mentions first because this is going to be a lot. Surely.
I mean, the honourable mentions for me: 21, 22 Jump Street. They're bangers.
Yeah. Anchorman.
Yeah.
Anchorman,
I think we're both just thinking of like classic, like modern American comedies.
So I'm just waving to people behind there. Our guest has arrived. This is not good for the show, but who cares?
We've got loads of stuff. Loads, man. I think
Loads.
honourable mentions will take us way too long.
We got some of the
Everybody
Monty
knows.
Python stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying
So
to think of older
good.
comedies. I'm trying to think of older comedies.
Yeah, Monty Python's great.
Airplane.
Airplane. Yeah.
Don't Call Me Shirley. So good. Super. Yeah, really.
But then you've got like,
Super Bad.
yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah, that's like god tier.
Project X. That's fucking good.
Yeah. Right. Well, there you go. Honourable mentions. Everyone knows what a funny film is. It's
Yeah.
not really something that we need to.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with The Nice Guys
Such a good movie.
with Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe. I think it's severely underrated.
Yeah.
I think it's just so funny. The wit in it's great. The story is actually like it's accessible to those who just like a decent action.
Mm-hmm.
I love films like one of the things I love is films set in like 70s, 80s LA.
Yeah.
Like I know Drive isn't set in 70s or 80s LA, but I love films that are set in LA, like
Yeah.
Blade Runner. Just I don't know what it is about it. It's just like it's just such a cool vibe
Mhm.
to see it like turned into a film. And yeah, The Nice Guys is bang up.
Similar vein, I think The Good Guys. No, what's it called? No. My brain's gone blank. It has got. Well, it starts off with Dwayne the Rock Johnson and not Michael. Samuel L. Jackson killing themselves.
The other
off the
guys.
roof. It's the other guys. That's it.
No, it's not The Other Guys. No, it's not The Other Guys. That's
What's it
weird.
called?
That's weird. That.
Anyone know the movie I'm talking about? It's.
Google it.
I'm gonna have to tell Eddie. The producer's just coming out to get you. I believe so.
Okay.
Cheers. I'll see you in a sec. Just gonna text the editor. So it would be Max. By the way, there's a cut. What about 13-ish minutes in? How were we? Oh, yeah, so we were talking about...
It is called The Other
It
Guys.
is The Other Guys, yeah. That's
Yeah.
a movie I've watched quite a few times.
Should we click?
It's the other guys.
The other guys we found.
It is the other guys we
yeah.
found it.
Sorry,
It's
we had
good.
to do research needed.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like that movie.
that's a good
It's just a
film.
movie
That's
I've watched a few times.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's one of those films like it doesn't have to be a good film, except for Gravity.
Yeah.
This is just gonna be this the title of this podcast is gonna be Gravity. Why did I do thumbs up? Let's do thumbs down.
You're just going to title this podcast Gravity.
No, it's a joke. I'm just saying because I'm mentioned it like.
You've mentioned it quite a few
5
times.
Sorry, guys. I just think it's so bad.
It is so bad.
Anyway, so we're moving on from comedies, which we've not got enough time to cover every film from every genre, but
Yeah.
we're just giving you like a rough idea of what we like.
So you can get to know us.
I just need to trim as well.
Yeah, you did. Okay, but maybe you saw me get registered by
I think
Louis.
it's fine, mate.
I don't know. I think I am going to get that V.
Yeah, good idea. Right, so this
what
one.
do you want to do next? What do you want to do next?
So I'm gonna go into drama and action. I just wanted to very briefly say, as pretentious as this might sound, I don't view either of these as actual genres.
Okay.
I view them as like it's a setting. So with the whole, something can have a tragedy or a comedy, a good ending or a bad ending.
Yeah.
It can also have like a very dramatic middle or an action-packed middle.
Okay.
So for me, like Good Will Hunting, like that's the genre of that is I don't really know. It's so difficult because for the lack of difficulty, let's call it a drama. So yeah, Good Will Hunting's my favourite drama.
Okay.
Or Peanut Butter Falcon, which not very many people will have heard
The
of.
fuck's that?
It's with Shia LaBeouf.
Oh! Well, I might have done then.
And it's about this this kid with Down syndrome escapes his I don't know what you want to call it. The place he's at, his home, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess it's his home, like his nursing home, I guess. It's Zach Gottsagen, I don't know how to say his name, but he plays a kid called Zach, and basically he
So
runs.
Zach plays Zach.
Zach plays Zach. He runs into Shia LaBeouf's character, and they hit it off. They become like best mates, and
Yeah.
it's just like a little coming of age thing.
Oh.
It's so good. It's honestly so good. Like I think it's on ITVX. Okay, I'll get that.
But
That's
yeah.
a shame. It's very, very good. 100% worth it a watch.
I'm probably going to struggle to think of a drama off the top of my head.
Examples of a drama would be something like 12 Years a Slave. Yeah. Things like, that's what I'm saying, it's the setting.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Because I would say that the genre of that is a period piece.
Yeah.
It's a period drama. The genre of the Peanut Butter Falcon, it's like coming of age, it's a comedy. I would say it's a comedy. And then Good Will Hunting, I would actually also weirdly...
I put Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, I would also weirdly, based on the definition I said, you could argue that Good Will Hunting is a comedy. Because there's
Yes.
light-hearted moments in it,
Yes.
coupled with the sadder stuff.
Yeah, and then for action,
This is where it's just like, this is just...
it's Die Hard.
This
mate.
is almost pointless conversation.
It's Die
because-
Hard.
Honestly, I'm going to go with...
You're gonna go for any Tom Cruise movie.
I fucking love him. Man.
I knew it.
I think he's so good. I
Yeah.
think everybody's just blabbing on about how like he's a weirdo. I don't care. He's literally like one of the only reasons the film industry is still alive in the way that it should be. I'm gonna go with Top Gun Maverick. Like it's stunning and it's new and it's not recency bias because it's still a few years old, but I just think it's just so good.
Okay. I'm gonna still say Die Hard.
All Mission Impossible for that.
So just basically anything with Tom Cruise.
Yeah, honestly, I'm Tom Cruise super fan.
I'm just thinking, looking at this list, should we maybe save the animation stuff for its own
Yeah,
pod?
we'll do that. So we've got. Obviously I've studied film, and for my dissertation in my final year, I talked about Pixar movies and animation films. What we're going to do is that was a very short little podcast.
Yeah.
Maybe we could not release this one just yet, and combine them together and be like,
We'll think about it and you'll find out.
yeah, you'll find out. But yeah, we'll. Is there anything else?
That's it from me.
Yeah, I tell you what, short and sweet.
Thank you very much, guys, for watching.
Yeah, we'll talk about animated films in the next one.
Yeah, and check out all of our other shows on the Blue Podcast Network, as it is now called. And yeah, we'll see you on the next Creating Show.